Guys, this is the first time that I've really had a good look at this new electric vehicle, and honestly, it is unreal. It is so damn cool. It's the most practical vehicle I've ever seen. Now, what was the previous most practical vehicle that's ever been known? It was Canoo's electric pickup truck, but that never ever became a thing, and now Canoo are probably going to go bankrupt. But this is actually even better than Canoo's electric pickup truck, van, whatever you want to call it. Guys, I finally have to do a video about this vehicle. There's been so much buzz about it in California, especially where its founder is from. This new Telo electric pickup truck is said to have the off-roading capability of a Ford Ranger Raptor, but it's incredibly small. For some reason, a huge number of people are just fascinated by this thing. What are the details? What are the specs? What are the range? Well, the range is actually extremely impressive. Here's everything I know about it. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. The Telo electric pickup truck, it's from California. It was founded by Jason Marks, its CEO. Forest North is the CTO, and Yes Bihar, who founded the design studio Fuse Project, is the Chief Creative Officer. I believe he designed it. Here's what they said. We are a team of enthusiastic automotive battery design and robotics experts, all with the hands-on skills of building real-world things. So is this company legit? Well, are they more legit than Fisker? Good question. Telo secured $5.4 million in strategic funding led by NEO this spring. Now that's not NEO as in N-I-O, it's N-E-O. They have engaged California manufacturer Aria Group to build the first two fully functional prototypes of their electric pickup truck. So these things, it sounds like, are being contract manufactured. And that's a bit of a red flag. In my opinion, that's what Fisker was doing, contract manufacturing. Jaguar too with the I-Pace, contract manufacturing. Will that work out? Or will these be built by the company themselves? I'm not sure. But I do know the pricing. The pricing starts at $41,500 US. It should qualify for EV incentives, which would bring the price down to around $34,000 for an electric pickup truck. So yeah, very small, but that's a good price. Now the price can get up to $50,000 US in the dual motor long range version. How big is this thing actually? Well, it's 152 inches long. So yeah, I mean, it's shorter than a Toyota Corolla. Telo just launched their configurator. Prices start at $41,500. And with that model, you get a rear motor with 300 horsepower. It also has 260 miles of EPA range. If you get the long range battery for an additional $4,000, which is an absolute no-brainer, range increases from 260 miles up to 350 miles. In my opinion, $45,000 US for this vehicle with 350 miles of range is actually a really good deal. But there are some risks involved. There's no knowing if this company will stick around for the long run. If you want a dual motor all-wheel drive version, the price is then $46,000 US. But you do get 500 horsepower with the all-wheel drive version and the ability to do some pretty serious off-roading, says the company. This version of the vehicle goes from 0 to 60 miles an hour, or 0 to 96 kilometers an hour, that is, in 4 seconds. Top speed, 201 kilometers an hour, which is 125 miles an hour. Now, to be honest, considering this is built in America and will use batteries from America, the price is actually pretty reasonable, even though it's very, very small, because it will get that $7,500 tax credit discount. Or will it? Well, to be honest, probably won't. Sounds like Donald Trump's going to kill that. So anyway. Fast charging. Apparently you could add 210 miles of range in 20 minutes. So I'm going to guess it's going to have probably around about 200 kilowatt fast charging. Now, the part of this story I don't really understand is if it's this small, how come the bed is so big? This thing seems a bit like, reminds me of the Canoo pickup truck. It's like one of the most practical vehicles for its size I've ever seen. Honestly, it's pretty damn amazing. Its bed apparently is longer than the Rivian R1T bed. So it's got a 60-inch bed. That actually matches the length of the Toyota Tacoma bed. It means it's a fairly similar length bed to something like a Ford Ranger. yeah, it gives you some context. Pretty cool vehicle when you start to think about it in terms of the practicality, because it also does have 5 seats. Now, one of the reasons I think this thing is pretty damn awesome is because it's so short, right? But it's saving all that wasted space at the front. Why do we build cars with these bonnets in them? They don't really need it, do they? You know, oh, we can put a frunk in there, but really it's more practical not to have that at all. So that's what I love about this vehicle. It gets rid of that wasted space at the front of the car and puts it at the back where you actually have that usable bed space. Put it all in the same place. Here's the thing. It's actually more practical than what I've mentioned. It's got a removable mid-gate that extends the bed into the cab. And you can't do this really with a petrol or diesel powered pickup truck or ute because you're just going to be sucking in all those fumes. But you can with an electric one. And that makes this thing extremely practical. With the mid-gate out, you can add a 3rd row of seats, which you can leave out and open to the elements. Or you can close off the bed area, turning this into a small van. This is probably the most practical vehicle I've ever seen. Can you think of another vehicle as practical that can do this? I don't think so. The bed has a lockable cover so you can use it like the trunk of a normal car. With a payload capacity of a pretty impressive 1,600 pounds or about 750 kilograms and the ability to tow 6,600 pounds, which is about 3,200 kilograms, this is legitimately a proper truck, proper ute. I mean, at this price, I'm starting to think to myself, actually, it's not expensive. It's actually a bit of a bargain. And also, here's the thing, because it's so short, it's going to be able to maneuver in tight spaces. Bigger pickup trucks can be a real pain in the ass to park. I know it from driving one. Telo says it has more than 3,700 reservations. That's not a huge number, so I believe them. It's probably true. So the Telo MT1 can be pre-ordered now for a deposit of $152 US. When will these be made? Well, production is meant to be in 2025. I mean, will that happen? I've got no idea. The first 500 units will be built by hand, kind of like a Bentley or something. Crazy. Anyhow, if they mass manufacture these, I'm sure that this thing could become real and the company could, become a real brand, a real company. You know what I think would be better? Get Tesla to make the thing. Seriously, this company, Tesla, buy the company, give them $20 million, buy the company, build this damn thing, Tesla. This would be the real Cybertruck. When I say the real Cybertruck, don't get me wrong, the Cybertruck's fantastic, but this is like the everyday practical vehicle that, electrification is perfect for this. Think about it. It's 5 seats, or if you want it to be, it can be 8 seats. It has a longer bed than a Rivian R1T, but it's much shorter than a Rivian R1T. You can use it as a van. You can use it, put down that mid-gate and have a really long tray in the back so you can load in big plaster sheets or, lots of bicycles or whatever they are, long boards, whatever it may be. This is probably the most practical vehicle ever seen. So I really hope this thing works out. I'm a huge fan. Thanks for watching.